Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. The believer. The believer is here. Good morning, Mr. Dave. How is everyone doing this morning? How you doing? How you doing? Mic check, mic check. To the moon, to the moon. Over the moon, under the moon. Next to the moon. Moon, moon, moon. User with the goat, the Harvey, the You're Awesome. Today it's the coffee. We love some coffee. Go get them. April Stapleton. Adam with your heartbeats. Thank you. Everybody right now. TAP. TAP. Noel, good morning. JJ, Denise, Akeem, the Dream. And Mr. Dave over there on the tubes. Make sure everybody we're TAPing. SHAREing. TAP, TAP, TAP. Let's go, let's go. Good morning, everybody. Bump, 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 bump. My name is not Charles, Anya. My name is not Charles. Lily with the rose. Thank you, Lily. Yes. Coffee time, Alfred. Let's go get some coffees, everybody. Oh, okay. You're Charles. I thought you were calling me Charles. What the hell? You're welcome, Charles, but you did it. You did it. All I do is give people the blueprint. Girl Mom, SM, Gupreet, KK, Noel Durant. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Davion with the goat. Thank you. Davion with the heartbeat. Lily. We got to get some coffees. I don't see any coffees on the board. Davion with the goats. Thank you, my brother. April Stapleton, Duco, and the purple dog is here. Yes. We love that purple dog. Gupreet. We got a Gupreet 1 and a Gupreet 2 in our VIP. I bet you not all the other educators have 2 Guppreets, 7 Shelleys, huh? Ness, good morning. Gunny Hartman, how are you? CTTM, all right, sounds good. Where are you from, CTTM? Where are you from? 3 Bears with the rose, JDM with the cone, Powder, Mr. Dave. He has to come over here and show you how it's done with the first coffee off the board. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Texas in the house. Hamdi, Mr. Dave with the heartbeat. Good morning. We're at 8.4 thousand likes, my beautiful traders. Yes, it is. It is Friday. And you know what we don't do on Friday, everybody? Does everyone know what we don't do on Fridays? Huh? Do you know? If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Sorry, I was off 2 days. Well, some days you just got to take off. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Dave with the popular. Yes. You know what we don't do on Fridays? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? You sure you're ready for this? E-Pin, good morning to you. Make sure over there on the tubes, if you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. Subscribe over there on the YouTubes. We dropped a new video on the tubes and TikTok last night. Go over there and say hello. Good morning, Jade. On Fridays, we do not go to the moon. Remember that. All right, everybody? We do not go to the moon on Fridays. Don't even think about going to the moon on Fridays, all right? Mr. Dave with the $1.99 super chat over there on the tubes. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Sahira, good morning to you. All right, let's get this party started. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Voss. I've been doing this 21 years. We're here to help you. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday, so if you want to give us a follow, hit that follow button. All we ask that you do throughout the live is TAP, share it out, all right, and donate when you can. The donations go a long way for the ALGO. Right now, we got the coffee on the board, all right, so let's hammer some coffees and let's get to work. Right now, SPY, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone. Alert, alert here on SPY. Narrow state on a Friday in the whip zone. Under 661.91, we have immediate support right there at 660.88. All right, that's our 5-minute 200. 660.88, and then 660.89, we also have our hourly 20. That is major support. One thing we never do, traders, is we never trade into support, and we never trade into resistance. Okay? If things are in your way, you don't make the trade because you are impatient. You must be more patient. Back over 663.48 to the upside, you will have room up to this pivot here. 665 on the SPY. You are narrow. You are in position 1 right now, and you got an alert. Alert on Miss Market. Let's head over to AMD. AMD, we are in a neutral state here. We are in the whip zone. It's going to be a little choppy just by looking at the chart immediately. We are in the whip zone. He is in this neutral state on AMD. Your 5-minute looks good. Your 15's nice and tight. Now let's take a look at our hourly. On the hourly here on AMD to the upside, above 158.63, you have room up to 162.37. And then you'll have room up to 164.71, hourly 200, all right, my traders? Under 155.56 to the downside, your first pivot point here will be this double bottom here at 154. Mark that down, 154, and then you'll have room down to the bottom pivot here of 150 on AMD. We're going to head over to them Qs. Juan Serrata, hello. Good to see you, Juan Serrata. On them Qs, just like SPY, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone here on the Qs. Alert, alert. Above 5.97 up, you want to get over the whole number. Under 5.95 down, you want to get under that whole number here. On the Qs, under 5.95 whole number, you have room down to 5.92.40. Mark that down. Above the whip zone of 5.97, you have room up to 5.98, and then 5.98.20-ish here on the Qs, all right? Above the whip zone, you got that pivot. Under the whip zone, boom, right back down to that 5-minute 200 here on this beautiful Friday morning. You believe it's Friday already, everybody? Candy with the coffee, the caterpillar, the heartbeat. Thank you, my beautiful Candy. 3 beds with the rose. Appreciate you. We got 7 more coffees on the board. Tesla to the moon. Bum, 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 bum. Tap, tap, tap. TAP, TAP, TAP. Come on. Tesla, we are in a neutral state. We are in that whip zone. 5-minute, you're nice and tight on Tesla. Under the whip zone, 416.62. Watch this double bottom right here. 412. Mark that down. 412 on Tesla, okay? Watch that. And then you have room down to 393 here on Tesla. Coming back up the board above 425 to the upside. You got to get over 425 to the upside on Tesla. Then you'll have room up to 426. And then you will have room up to 428 on Tesla. This is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. And you must trade at your own risk. Trading is risky, everybody. That is why you must learn to trade, trading the real market in a simulator. If you can't be profitable in a simulator anywhere between 6 and 8 months consistently, minimum 350 trades, you will never make real money in the market. MU, everybody. We are in a narrow state. Yes. Narrow state on MU. You are in position 2 to the downside. You're running into that 5-minute 200 right now, okay? You're currently running into 162.50. That is the 5-minute 200. Under 162.50 with a retest to the downside, you will have room down to 154. That's where your 15-minute 200 here is on MU. And as always, don't forget the hourly 20 here. You have to get under the hourly 20 and under the 5-minute 200, under 162.50 to the downside. And then you will have room down to your 15-minute 200 right here at 154. Hello, Pooty. The VIP is open, my beautiful traders. We don't know for how long, but it is open right now. You're going to head over to theVossTrading.com. The link is in my TikTok bio, or the link is in my YouTube bio. You're going to head over to theVossTrading.com. TheVossTrading.com is where you're going to go to get into the VIP. $50 a month will get you into that VIP. If you have any questions about the VIP, feel free to ask in the chat. Our wonderful coaches, moderators, and VIP members will answer any questions you have in the chat. IWM, let's go. Right now here on IWM, we are in this neutral state. We're in position 1 to the upside on IWM. Yesterday on IWM, let's pull this back real quick. All right. On IWM, I caught this beauty yesterday. We got in here for a beautiful long to the upside on IWM. That was one of my 3 winners yesterday. 3 beautiful winners yesterday I had, and that was one of them on IWM. Now let's go see what we're doing today. We're neutral state in position 1 to the upside here on IWM. Remember, watch your whole numbers up the board. 246. We're going to mark out here 246. Watch the ATR on IWM. Make sure you know what that is. Does anyone know what the ATR is? What does ATR mean, my beautiful traders? Okay. What does ATR mean? You got room up to 246, back under 243.41 to the downside. You will have room back down to 241 hold number here on IWM. You got that right. It is the whoa, we hit the goal. It is the average true range. Lino Rocha. Yes, Lino, I got your thing from last night. Of course, my brother. Of course, to answer your question. Lino Rocha with all the coffees. But that's not going to be for a long time, so don't worry about it. Shelly Galvin. Yes, my Shelly. Marcus. Yes, Shelly. Marcus. Candy. Lino. Thank you. I love you guys. See what it does for the ALGO? Look at that. Boom. Immediately boost us right to the top. Roses are on the board, my beauties. Amazon and then Meta. How many of you have mapped out the whip zone on the 5-minute by accident? And then the bell goes off and you look at it and go, wait a minute, something's not right here. Has anyone done that yet? Swanee with the rose. Shelly. Right now, Amazon, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on Amazon. Now, on Amazon, on the 5-minute, we are above the 200. All right, so now what does this mean? We are above this 200. That means it's now support. So you got support on Amazon here at 232 to the upside, all right? 232. You also at 232 have support here with the 15-minute, 1 hour, 20. But the problem you have here, all right, this is the problem we have here. I'm going to mark these out for you real quick so you can see it. Here's the problem. We have the 20 in the way. We got support above, below us. We got resistance above us. We got support below us. Look, right here. We must get over 232.55 with a retest, and then you'll have room up to 233.50. All right? Mark that down. You want to get above 232.55 because we have support above us and resistance above us and support below us, okay? Ultimately, to the downside, we have to get under 230.85. We have to get under that whip zone level, okay? Remember, the whip zone is strong for the first 15 minutes of the day. Under 230.85, you have room down to 229.72 here on Amazon. Thank you, Cranky, for the follow. Don't be cranky. Mr. Day with the Go Popular, the super popular, only Dan with the roses and the heart me. Thank you, Swanee. Keep tapping, everybody. TAP Blitz for 1 minute. Go. TAP Blitz for 1 minute, and then we're going to head over to Meta. Mama to my father. Meta. We are at 51,000 TAPs. He is. If you don't know what TAP means, just spell it out, my beautiful traders. TAP, you know what I mean? You got it? Good. Because we can't say the words, apparently. Believe this? All right, right now we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone on Meta. All right, above, well, let's start to the downside. Under 778.75, you have room down to 777. Got a whole number and the 5-minute 200 there. That is major support. Right there at 777. Also at 777, we have the hourly 20. You want to get under 776.70 with a retest, and then you'll have room down to 759, okay? Back over 785, get over the whole number. You have room up to 789 here on Meta. Thank you for the follow, Martin Seth. Apple to the moon. Do all of you now see, and are you all listening to me when I say the longer you're in a trade trying to be greedy, the more you will lose? Does everybody get that now? Right now on Apple, we are in a bearish neutral state. We got a gap up here into position 3. Right here, we have a pivot at 241. 241 to the upside here. Watch this, okay? We got a double top. I'm going to put Apple on watch for a possible short here. 241, a double top. And we are in position 3 in a bearish neutral state. Double top of Rooney. So now what we got to do is figure out our 50% retracement back. That's going to be right there around 239.50. All right, 240 area, 239.50. We could take that back to. Then we're going to see what it wants to do. If we want to go long on it at that point, or do we want to get the BOS underneath back down to 238? But I have it on watch, Apple, at that double top. Tenny Flows, good morning. Everyone say hello to the beautiful Tenny Flows. Diz, yes, we haven't done that in a while. Diz, right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Diz. Yes. Don't tell me about Diz. Just spent $13,000 on a Disney trip. That was just to get there and to stay. That didn't include everything else on top of it. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Diz, but the kids loved it. So that's all that matters to me. Right now on Diz, we are in position 2 to the downside. We got to find you some support here. Where the hell is the support on this thing? There it is. Here it is on Diz. You got some support coming up at 114. Hold number 114. Mark that down. Under 114, you have room down to 113 on Diz, okay? Coming back up, you must get above 115.50. Above 115.50 to the upside on Diz. Then you'll have room up to 115.81. This is a tricky one. We got support and resistance all over the place there. 115.81, 116 to the upside on Diz. Nvidia to the moon. Let's see. right here on Nvidia. Watch this 200. You see this beauty right here? Look at this thing. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone on Nvidia. Above 177.15 to the upside, you will have room into this base, 179, all right? Into this base right here, 179 on Nvidia, and then 180 on Nvidia, okay? To the downside, we got some support. Under 175.92, we have the hourly 8 right there at 175.53. And then at 173.86, we have the hourly 20. Mark those down. A little choppy on Nvidia today, okay? Remember, folks, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. And you must trade at your own risk. Also, head over to the VossTrading.com. That is where you get into the VIP. Should new people join the VIP, everybody? Do you think they should join the VIP? Yes or no on YouTube? Yes or no on TikTok? You tell them. Should they join? The facial blaster is here, AVGO. Yep, it's a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer. What we basically do is speed up your learning curve. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone. Girl, mom, there she is. Says yes, of course. On AVGO, above 346.55, you have room up to 350. 350, okay? Let's check the higher time frames. 350, okay? And 351 on AVGO to the upside. You got the hourly 20, and you have the 5-minute 200 there to the upside. Under 344.98, you have room to the downside to 341.50 and 341 on AVGO. Katana Lim. No, you didn't, Human. You did not, Human. You did not. Katana Lim to the moon. Everyone say hello to Katana Lim. SM, hello, says absolutely. Girl mom says the best decision you'll ever make. Yes. Keep tapping, my beautiful traders. ARM. Folks, VIP traders, let me ask you, from last night's training, do we have any base stocks to look at this morning? Any base stocks? Put them in the chat. Let me see. Good morning, Captain Call Out. Good to see you. Do we have any base trades to look at today, my beautiful VIPers? Any? Put them in the chat. Let me see. GLD, let's take a look. Remember, we got a lot of roses on the board. We got a lot of roses. GLD. No. No, because look, Andrew. Whoop. Nope. 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 Whoa. What the hell? What the hell? We just did AVGO. We will come back to it. No, Katana Lim. No, 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 because you have the curl up there. You see it? But while we're here on GLD, what the hell, right? We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 on GLD. You got room on GLD up to 336.61 on GLD. That's where your 15-minute 200 is. Under the whip zone of 335 hold number, you have room down to 334.50 and then 334 hold number on GLD is Target. People actually still go into the store. I ask this all the time. I haven't been inside a store in a long time, man. Like, really. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Target. 5 minutes nice and tight. You got room up to $90. Hold number and the 15-minute 200. Major, major, major resistance to the upside. Major on Target. Right there at $90. Under $88.98 to the downside, you have room to $88.74, $88.50, and then $88 down here, okay, on Target. VFC. Is that the cousin to KFC? VFC, the VF Corporation. Let's see what we got going on here for you. We right now are in a neutral bearish state. We are in the whip zone here on VFC. Nice and tight on the 5 and the 15. Coming over to the hourly. Under $15, you have room down to $14 here. That is where the 1 hour 200 is. Above 15.26, you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How do you say 7? You have quadruple, you got triple, you got a blah, 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 top up here at 15.65, all right? Major resistance up there at 15.65 on VFC. What else we got going on? UNH to the moon. All right, UNH, what state and what position are we in? I want to see if you guys know. What state, what position on we in? B. Frost, you want to trade but a rookie? B. Frost, take a look at our VIP. Talk to Girl Mom, talk to Mr. Dave, Tenny Flows there in the chat, and we will help you from scratch, okay? Wide whip zone, no. Neutral whip zone, yes. Good job, Trinity. Here we go on UNH, above 339.65. You have room up to 340.34. 5-minute 200 there on UNH to the upside. Above 340.34. All right, above 330.34, you will have room up to 347. 347 on UNH. You need a retest on that, okay? Back under the whip zone of 334.56. Let's see what we got. 334.56, you have room down to 327 here on UNH. Let me get rid of these from the other day. Under the whip zone, you're coming back to 327. All right, 327. This is not financial investment or tax advice for education purposes only. Hello, NIC. Open door technology, the old penny stack. The old penny. All right, let's see what we got here. Right now, you are in a narrow state on open. You are in the whip zone. He is 5 and 5. 5 minute looks good, okay? Under 978, you have room down to 883 to the downside on open. Above 10.17, $10.17, you have room up to $10.50, okay? And then $11 here on open. Boom, boom. Good morning, Fit Wakely. Fit, did we pick things up and put them down this morning? That is the question of the day. MU. Make sure we're TAPing over there on the tubes. USO, we'll look at that in a second. Make sure we're TAPing over here on the tick of the talk. And then PLTR. MU, good morning, NIC. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 3 to the downside here. Well, baby, yes, it is, Fit. 162.50. We have the 5-minute 200 for support here. 162.50 and 162. We have the hourly 20. So that is major support here coming into the base. Right around 162, 160 on MU. We're going to put MU on watch for a possible move back to the upside. We already have Apple on watch for a possible move back to the downside here, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to draw in our 50% retracement level. Yes. Right here about 165 coming back up possibly, okay? 165 on MU. MU. Is somebody asked me a question. Is MU in a base position? No. Nope. Because we have the whoa, 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 whoa. See it? It's got to be, you know. Is the 5-minute 200 strong? All 200s are strong. All 200s are strong. The higher the time frame, the stronger the 200. Not yet after I get some trades in. Very good. I picked things up and put them down this morning. 5 a.m., baby. Because I have no other time to do it. I got golf to do today. SoFi, yes. I got to go hack today. I got a hack session. I said that to somebody last night after the VIP training. I was talking to a friend, and I said, yep, tomorrow I got a hack session. He goes, oh, you're going to go play golf? Right now on SoFi, we are in a neutral state. We are in a whip zone. Yes. Under 27.98, you have room down to 27.41 here on SoFi. Above 28.37, you have room up to 28.60 on SoFi, okay? Intel, just making memories. All right, let me see here. We got a base on Intel, INTC. We are in the base, everybody. We are in the base. Does everybody see it? VIPers, no one else will know what the hell I'm talking about. All right, we got the base. Katana Lim, INTC. We are in position 1 to the downside. INTC, just watch that 200. Alert, alert. All right, let's see what we got. You got to get over 31.19 to the upside here, okay? Then you'll have room up to $32 on INTC. Under the whip zone where you are currently right now. Whoa, baby. Look at that, huh? Whoa, we got room to fall back down. You got room down to $30, all right? $30 to the downside. Look at that thing. Whoop, coming out of the base. Yikes. Lord, Lord, Lord. Oof. I would keep an eye on this today, okay? INTC. I'm going to give you guys the 50% here. I'm going to give you guys right around $29, okay? $29 on INTC. Coming out of the base. Got it on watch. That's for sure, all right? ARM. Oh, it was right here. Right here. I was flexing for you, Kev. I did ARM. Remember? I was flexing. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We need a dad joke of the day, don't we? Right now, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone. Alert, alert on ARM. Back over 148 up, under 145.72 down on ARM. Above 147.92 to the upside here on ARM. We have room up to 150.62. 150.62 on ARM. Under the whip zone of 145.72, you have room down to 145 hold number. First stop, 145 hold number, and then 144 here on ARM. No, hello, Country USA. Thank you for the follow. Josie is on fire. What do you want to see, Josie? The Qs. Yes. All right, the Qs, we are in a narrow state. We're in the whip zone. We got an alert on this, okay? Remember, Josie, to the upside, you have room up to 597.50. Okay, first stop and then 598. Under the whip zone of 595, get under the whole number. You have room down to 592.50, your hourly 20. Platano Man, grab. What are we grabbing? Grab Holdings. The old penny. Let's see what we got here on Grab Holdings. You're in a narrow state. You are in position 1 here on Grab Holdings. Under 628, you got room down to 620. That's where your 5-minute 200 is going to be, okay? You got support there. Coming back to the upside, above 636, you got room up to 642 and 650 here on GRAB. Open we did a little while ago. We'll come back to that. Oh, yeah. 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 Tesla. Tesla to the moon. Nope. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone. Under 416.62. You got room back down to 412 here on Tesla. 412, okay? Back over to whip zone of 425 to the upside. Oh, everyone loves that whip zone now, don't you, huh? You questioned it in the beginning, didn't you? Above 425, you have room up to 426, okay? Then 428, and then you got room up to 432 on Tesla. Come on, you all questioned the whip zone in the beginning. Her Excellency. Hello, Her Excellency. I love that name, Her Excellency. Lilly. These are some names you guys come up with. Her Excellency. That is great. Oh, man. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside here, Her Excellency. Watch this 5-minute 200 right here, okay? You either got to get above it or below it. That is, you got to let Miss Market tell you where you're going here, all right? Above that 200, Your Excellency, you have room up to 768. Under that 200, Your Excellency, you have room down to 763.74 here on Eli Lilly. Under the whip zone of 758.96, you have room down to 756.52. You got to be starting something. You got to be starting something. Coin to the moon. You know what's great about all of you and nobody else? Do you know what's great about everyone in here and but nobody else? Who knows? Who knows what's great about being in here right now that nobody else knows? Does anybody know? April Stapleton with the roses. Marcus, Candy, Hillary, Jules. Thank you, Jessica Montalvo. No, not me. Andrew the Believer. You know what state and position everything is in. Everyone else, you just don't know. You just don't know. Right now, all these other traders are doing this. Are you ready? We'll come back to, we're going to do coin here in a second. Look, this is what everybody else is doing this morning. Are you ready? Are you guys ready for it? Okay. If we can just get over this area here to the upside. Oh, well, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put these in. And I see you with the $1.99. RSI, there's a RSI MACD. This is what they're doing right now. They're going to lose again today. They know that. But they're just doing this to make themselves feel smart. Kimmy with the masquerade and the Harvey. Kimmy. Look, this is what they're doing. All you need to know is this. Are we ready? Look. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside. You got room down to 331 on coin. 331. And I guess what? I'm going to give you double confirmation on that because there's your hourly 20. At 331, yes. Above 352 to the upside, you have room up to 366, everybody. Look at that, huh? You don't need trend lines. You don't need RSI. You don't need MACD. Disney World was awesome. We just booked it again. We just booked it again. Everyone that I told, family and friends, when I told them that, they went like this. But we had a great time. It was awesome, man. Weather cooperated. I really enjoyed myself. I mean, the food sucks, but other than that. And Nvidia. I mean, all you're eating is pizza, chicken fingers, French fries. You know what I mean? And I mean, we had all the great dinner plans, but I mean, you know, it's not real Italian, you know what I'm saying? Nvidia, right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside here on Nvidia. You got room down to 175, 15-minute 200. Mark that down, 175. Above the whip zone here of 177.15, you got room up to 178 on Nvidia. Oh, yeah. It's a small world. Why not twice? Am I crazy, everybody? Am I crazy? Google. We didn't do the Googs yet. Right now on Google, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside on the Google-Rennies. All right, you got room on Google right there. See how the hourly cleans it up for you? 254 on Google. 254. Back under the whip zone. You got to get under 250.79. Under 250.79. And then you have room down to 251 on Google. Holla! Holla! So hot in. Keep your clothes on, people. The Matterhorn roller coaster. I don't know, SSS. I don't do roller coasters. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't do anything that goes upside down. You know what I mean? Uber! Uber! We are in a narrow state, position 2 to the upside here on the Ubs. All right, as we come up, boom, right there, 95.43. We got resistance. We got the 15-minute 200 on Uber. Are we going to go long into that 15-minute 200, my beautiful traders? Are we going to go long into that 15-minute 200? The answer is no. No. Would you go through your front door without opening it? No. You also have the hourly 20 right there, my silly gooses. All right, above 95.05 with a retest, you'll have room up to $96. Under the whip zone of 94, you have room down to 93.91. Are we going to go short into this hourly 200? No. You're going to get under it with a retest, and then you'll have room down to 92.50. Ah, people. How many times in the VIP today am I going to say, did you go through, that you don't trade into resistance or support? You know, every day. Why did I lose this trade, Voss? What did you just trade into? Oh, resistance. What did you just try to support into? Oh, support. You silly gooses. Remember, the VIP is open. You're going to head over to the VossTrading.com. Can't use this word either, everybody. .com is where you go to get into the VIP. That is where you're going to learn to trade, everybody. That is where you're going to learn to trade. You think this is old, huh? Look at that. We're way above that now. Andrew the Believer. Katana Lim, adorable dad with the roses. Candy with the roses. Here they come. Sandra with the heart being the popular. Poppy MJ. Kimmy, thank you for all those beautiful donations. I love each and every one of you. Yes, you have over 60 plus hours of educational videos in our VIP. You will also get your trades analyzed every day, okay? And every Tuesday and Thursday night, we do live VIP training for all of you. Are there small snacks served in the VIP? Well, you know. Hymns, yes, we need a screenshot badly. Hot in here. Keep all your clothes on, people. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Hymns, and Hers. Under 54.55. You're going to get under 54.55. Under 54.55, and you have room down to $52 on Hims and Hers. You got the 5-minute 200 and the hourly 20 right there waiting for you. Above 56.20, you will have room up to 56.50. 56.50, and then you have room up to $57 on Hims and Hers. Guatem says his financial situation is bad. Can anyone help me? Yes, get a job. IWM. Right? Right now, we are in a neutral state. Yes, we are in position 2 to the upside on IWM. I'm not touching this long today at all. You have room up to 246 here on IWM. I'm not even, look at the state. We're not going long on this. End of discussion. Under 243.41 to the downside here on IWM. And we got room down to 241 on IWM. All right. Take gold as collateral. That's funny. Let's see what Apple's doing. Oh, yes. Come to Papa. Come back up to that double top at 241. Apple. Yes. Double deuce up here, everybody. We got the double deuce up there. Does everybody see the double deuce? You ready for it? Are we ready? Listen closely. Listen. 241. We got a double top, a whole number. I have this on watch for a possible short. This is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. And you must trade at your own risk. Yes. What else do we have on watch? MU. MU, come back down to Papa. Right here around 162.50. 162.50, 162 area, okay? Because we have our 5-minute 200 and we have our hourly 20 for a possible move back to the upside. Those are the two at the open I will be watching. Doesn't mean I'm going to do anything, nor does it mean you should do anything. Hello, Ivan. How you doing, mate? How are you doing, mate? Natty with the follow. Antonio Ruiz, Tesla. Let's see what we got. Whatever happened to Jose Luis Diaz-Reyes? What happened to that guy? We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Tesla. Under 416.62, you got room down to 412 here on Tesla. Back over 425 to the upside, you have room up to 426 and then 428 on Tesla, like we talked about before. Come with me now. Remember this song? Should we do it, everybody? Should we do it? Yes. Should we do it with the rings? Javid, I don't know what you're talking about. Adrian Rodriguez with the heartbeat, the popular DB Sue Felicia, adorable dad with all those beautiful donations. Should we do one more set of roses? Huh? Should we do? Hello? Yes, don't put RSI in your chart. Okay. PLTR. They didn't call. As soon as they call, we'll do it. Right now on PLTR, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on PLTR. Under 175.60, you have room down to 170.57 on PLTR. Above 179 to the upside. Oh, hello? Oh, yes. Don't put MACD on your charts, please. Okay. Above 179, you have room up to 181. Oh, hello? Yes, stop using trend lines. Okay. Hello, Anwar Ansari from Singapore. Ahmet, how are you? On YouTube, we got a lot of Anwars, Ahmets, Ivans, Guatums. What happened to like Rick, Bob, Steve, Joe, Harry, Terry, Tom? Right? Anybody? What are you saying, Ahmet? What happens? ING? I don't know what that means. I'm here. Who's that? Steve, yes, there he is. Bill. How is Forex different from this? Is not. What else are we looking at, my beautiful traders? XRP, let's do it. Tom, there he is. Look at that. Tomsky, how the hell are you over there on the tubes? You must have heard us. Tom is here, everybody. How about that? Was that crazy or what? He goes, I'm here. Hello. We are in a narrow state currently on XRP to the moon. All right, we're going to mark these out for you. All right, here we go on XRP. Back over 304.80. You have room up to 305.59 and 306.92 here on XRP. Under 302.41, you got room down to $3.0046. Yes. Hector Isaias with the cap, Shelly Stringer, and Aaron with the roses. Adorable dad, thank you. Oracle. What is INJ, Ahmed? What the hell are you talking about? Look at this. They thought they were going back to the moon. No, silly gooses. All roads. All roads. Oh, I wouldn't do it here either. Oh, boy. Here we go. We are in a neutral state, a bearish neutral state, in position 2 to the upside. $300. You got the 5-minute 200 and a whole number. Right there at $300. At 301, you got the 15-minute 200 in the way on Oracle. You must get back over 296.46, and then you'll have room down to 295 here on Oracle. Back over to Intel. Yes. Intel. We are in position 2 to the downside. You're hanging on for dear life here at $30. $30 on Intel. We are hanging on for dear life because, well, boy, woof. Woo! Mark it down, my beautiful traders. Do it for me. Are you ready? 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 AMD. Let's see what we got on AMD to the moon. AMD right now, you are in a neutral state in the whip zone. You're not looking any way this way. This is not financial investment or tax advice. Hola, Mokatesi Shaloho. How are you, Mokatesi? How are you, my friend? Look, AMD, when you pull up this chart, are we looking this way? No. Why aren't we looking that way, everybody? Because someone's going to try to take that long. You're in a neutral state. You're not going anywhere. You ain't taking that looking long until these two get back together again. Are we looking to go short on AMD? No. You're neutral. You're starting to get a little wide. You ain't going anywhere down there. You're going to chop around. You're going to have tails all over the place. Look, this is what you're going to have on AMD. Are we ready? Are we ready, everybody? Woo! You're going to have a tail right there. Look at that. Look at that. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo, woo. You're going to have tails, my beautiful traders. Okay? That's what you're going to have here on AMD. KIF with the rose. Let's finish off these roses, everybody. And then we got to do roll call. I'm at no indicators. We don't use indicators. Hammer them roses. Here we go. Are we ready for a roll call? This is always a good part of the show. Here we go. If I can move this up, here we go. Andrew the Believer, Jules Swims, April Stapleton, Adam Lully, Davion, Paul Miranda, Marcus User, 3Bez, JDM, not JPM. Remember that, everybody. All right, he's JDM. Powder, Mr. Dave, Candy, Pooty. Hello, Pooty. Good to see you. Paulo, Lino Rocha, Shelly Galvin, Marcus, Swanee River, Only Dan, The Facial Blaster, Rayon, JL Haba, TheHair.com, Daniel, Candy, Shelly Stringer, Jules, Jessica Montalvo, Hillary, Marcus, April Stapleton, Adorable Dad, The Hammer, Hector Isaias, KIF, US, DB. We're on a roll here. Ron, yes. We got JL Haba, Daniel Curcio. Let's take a look. Thank you for all those donations. Teddy Flows, NIC, over there on the tubes. Thank you so much. What do we got going on here? Are we getting up to that double tippity top? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Get up there to Papa. 241. Get up there to Papa. And remember the state as always, my beauties. All right? Luis Garcia, how are you? Finish those roses. We're almost there. We're halfway there. We're halfway there, everybody. Who's going to be the hero of the day? There he goes. TLN. Talon Energy. Let's see what we got here for you, my friend. You are in a narrow state. You are in the whip zone here on TLN. Under 414.48, you got room down to 412 here on TLN. That is the 5-minute 200. Back over 417. Got to get over that whole number. Over 417 on this, okay? You'll have room up to 418. That is your 15-minute 20. Every day, Steve. Steve Sturgo, every day, my baby. Every day, Monday through Sunday. Hit that follow button, everybody. And, of course, my beautiful, beautiful traders. The VIP is open. If you want to learn how to trade properly and stop the badness, you're going to head over to theVossTrading.com. That is where you're going to learn how to trade, period, end of story. So we'll see you in the VIP. We'll be back on tomorrow morning to go over the market for you and do a little bit of education. VIP traders, we will see you in the chat here in about 5 minutes. Have a great day, everybody. I love you all so much. Thank you, Candy, Marwin, Joel, Adorable Dad, Daniel, for finishing off the roses. Have a great day. Love you guys so much.